Here's what I've been trying to say to this country. It's not about Bridgeport, but it is about Bridgeport. If we in America continue to keep doing what we're doing to our children, we're going to destroy this country. We're literally going to destroy the country. And you know, people sit there and say, no, Jeff, you're not talking about really destroy. No, I am talking really destroy the country. There is no way we can remain a great country when we have decided that we've got an investment policy that cannibalizes our young people. That part of our economy is young people failing, and that's what's helping to drive parts of the economy. Now, you can't continue to amputate pieces of your body and think you're going to be able to run a race. See, so this is what the deal was. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna be honest. We decided some places we were not gonna do the kind of investments we needed to do. We knew the people were gonna have no jobs. When people had no jobs, we knew the guys were gonna go break the law, and we decided that we would lock them up. We would lock them up. And so we have an investment policy in this country that you break the law, you're going to go to jail. Now, you say, okay, Jeff, but you're talking about an economic driver as an engine of our economy. The United States locks up more people per capita than any place on the face of the earth. Per capita. Meaning in comparison to the proportion of people. So you think of the worst place in the world. What's the most despicable place? What's a place that we would say, oh my God, those people are horrible? North Korea. Not even close to locking up its citizens. China, the communists, not even close to locking up its citizens. United States locks up 743 people per 100,000. Nobody's even close to us. Now look, just punch it in your phones. Punch it in, look. Incarceration rates, #1 United States, no one's even close. So, who are all those people in jail? Who are all those people in jail? So here's the problem. Here's the problem. So you heard, you got a budget problem here in Connecticut, right? So this is what I face. It gets me a little crazy. I'll probably get a little crazy before the night's over. I'm just warning you. I'm in the house of the Lord, so I'm going to keep it under control, but I'm just warning you. I get a little crazy about this. Because this is what people say to me. They say, Jeff, okay, so you got this program? I say, yes. And it works. Yes, my program works. And you have data? Yes, I have data. And you get your kids by the thousands. I got 10,000 kids in my program, yes. And I guarantee all of them are going to college. I got 840 of my kids in college right now. And I am making sure that they said, you know, they say, how much does it cost, Jeff? I say, well, we spend on top of school about $5,000 per year per child. Now look, I could make the number smaller if I wanted to count the parents we serve, but I don't want a small number. $5,000 sounds like a perfectly reasonable amount of money to spend to save a child. And they say, well, Jeff, every year? I say, yes, every year. They say, we can't afford that. I say, why? They say, because it's not scalable. I said, what do you mean it's not scalable? I said, you can't scale those kinds of numbers. So I say, let me see if I get this. For $5,000 every year, let me tell you what I have to do. I have to start with my kids at birth. I got to make sure that those parents know how to raise those children so they get those brains stimulated. I got to get those kids in 4 years old, just like you, Pastor. I got to have my kids all prepared to enter school on grade level. I got to get them through elementary school, through middle school, through high school. I got to get my kids into college. I got to get my kids out of college. I have to do it while they are healthy while they are respectful. I have to keep them out of the jails and prisons. That's what you're getting for $5,000. I said, now let me just ask you something. You talk about scalable. I've been to a few criminal courts in my time. I've yet to walk into a court, Connecticut, New York, Atlanta, and hear a judge say, Raheem, this is your second armed robbery. And I told you if you used the weapon again, I was going to have to give you time. So I'm going to have to give you 10 years, but in New York State, right, that's $30,000 a year. That's $300,000. You know, Raheem, I'm not going to do that because it's not scalable. Never heard it. Never heard it. So how come we have one part of our system that is totally scalable? Totally. You've never heard them say we're not going to lock them up anymore because we don't think we can scale that. That's cost for $30,000. Now for $5,000, I told you what you get. What do you get for your $30,000? You get men who can work? No. You get men who are taking care of their families? No. You get men who are rebuilding their communities? No. You get nothing. So for $30,000, you get nothing. And they don't blink an eye at spending that money. Why someone want to give me a hard time about spending $5,000 to save that child? It's like they almost don't want to save them.